Welcome to Not Married to the Name. I am Duce, and this is PBR. And before we get into it, which I don't know what we're getting into, but I'm sure we're going to get into something, I was like, oh, I'm going to wear a bright red shirt. So my grandpa died, I don't know, 2 years ago. And I got a box of his old shirts, and I've been kind of wearing them on and off. And so I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to snag this red shirt because it's just bright, whatever. It says on the front, it's not going to lick itself. I thought that was
It's
kind of funny,
perfectly holiday themed.
right? It was just happenstance. It wasn't.
That's what you need to wear to the grocery store when you go get the eggnog.
Yeah, my girlfriend would love that.
It's a good one.
It was good. So anyway,
I'm making shirts right now. Actually, we're releasing a Christmas model line tomorrow for our high school class FBLA program.
who did the design?
Of course, me.
Okay.
That's all you need to know, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. It's not bad. It's pretty cool.
No,
I did a military theme.
I wanted to know if kids were doing it or not. I feel like art
No.
projects now, a lot of kids are going to use AI and cheat.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
do
like
too.
I feel like that's the way of the future here. I think people are going to progressively get dumber. There'll be a class of people that gets, you know, smarter and more intelligent and more not more intelligent, more educated, and they pick up things, and they build. But I feel like the majority of people are going to be kind of stuck on stupid.
Yeah, it's called the people like us who had to learn the hard way are going to know how to utilize these technologies for our tools and not as cheats.
Not as reliant, like we're not
Yeah.
leaning on them to get shit right. But anyway,
Anyway, I consider I have myself a virgin butthole.
okay.
And with this virgin butthole, sometimes I use the bathroom at public places, and there's a lot of water in the toilet. And today, I got a hyper injection of toilet water, and I fucking hate that feeling.
uh so when I shit in public, okay, so in California, it's kind of different. I noticed in California, every bathroom has toilet seat covers. Do you guys have those, like the flushable ones?
Not at schools, but like
Oh, we
in
have
in
them
certain
everywhere.
certain places, yes.
Yeah. So out here, they don't really have it. But when I was using those, you just dunk onto the little tongue that sticks out in there. No splash. It gets rid of the splash.
I put a little bit of toilet paper in, but it doesn't do the trick sometimes.
Yeah, it sinks.
Are you a courtesy flusher?
Um. Yeah. Oh man, one time we were taking a shit, me and my buddy. So I used to work on the road, and we would like be working in other people's businesses, and we were working in this one place. I don't remember where it was. It was some big name place. It's like a corporate office, but we were in there, and we were both just taking a shit, because our buttholes sink. When you work with someone long enough, your bathroom cycles kind of sync up, and we're sitting in there, and all of a sudden this guy just starts fucking ripping diarrhea ass, and I can tell that he is cracking up laughing because we're like sitting in stalls kind of next to each other, and I can tell he's cracking up laughing. So I stick my hand under the stall and I give him a thumbs up, and all of a sudden he just goes and this guy is shitting so bad he goes, "I'm so sorry." Oh, I've never had to hold in laughter like that, except for when I was like really high on maybe mushrooms or something. When you're just like, okay, you got to stop laughing. You're gonna kill somebody if you keep laughing. That's how hard I was laughing so hard at this guy, and the fact that he apologized while he was shitting at both of us dying laughing is just, it was amazing. Anyway,
My buddy works over the road insurance and has to work inside of people's homes, and sometimes he drops deuces in their house.
I think shitting in random people's houses is more sketchy than in a public restroom.
That's got to be awkward.
Um, no, no, I wouldn't say so, because I've done like home and residential stuff too, and I'll shit in their bathroom. But the houses I
Well,
was shitting
you're
in were like really nice houses, and the people aren't using the bathroom you're using. You're using
well you're
the helps
you're
bathroom.
working in there all day though. That's like these guys, as an insurance guy, he's coming in sitting down trying to sell insurance. Then he's like, "Hey, can I use your bathroom?" And then just goes and takes a shit while they're waiting in the living room for him.
Yeah, I've always thought about
That's
if my FedEx or UPS person was like, "Hey, can I shit in your house?" I don't know if I would let them. I'd be like, "There's a Dollar General up the street, bro."
yeah. I never thought about that, I guess.
Unless he's just clenching cheeks. Dude, that light is really lame.
Yeah, it's the worst light. Thanks a
Uh,
lot, Menards.
yeah, suck my nards, bruh.
Show the people what you're drinking.
I'm drinking Bang Energy right now. Well,
That's gonna be off the shelves pretty soon.
why? I thought Coke bought them and they changed shit.
They're dying, man. Bang is dying.
I should start buying more. I think Bang, C4's butthole trash. They're no good. I don't like C4 at all. Their flavors are wrong. I'm sorry. I know you got the
Um,
brand sponsorship on the front, but your flavors are bad. Like they don't hit the mark, in my
are
opinion.
you
There's
thinking of
better options.
C4 or
What did I
Ghost?
say? No,
You
C4,
said C4.
the workout one.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost is actually decent. I like
Yeah, I
that
was
one.
gonna say I like Ghost. I think I don't know what my favorite is anymore,
Bang.
but Bang's got too much caffeine for me. 300 milligrams is way too much.
Okay, so I was driving to California and I drank 3 of these in a day. I tried to I tried to go to sleep and all I could hear was I was like, this is
You're
lame
lucky you
because
didn't have heart palpitations.
you know it would have been what it would have been. I wouldn't have minded.
Reason I asked what you were drinking was because big guys. Do I call out the big guys?
Fat people
Don't drink energy drinks. Just you know,
drink coffee.
get energy some other way. Yeah,
Yeah, drink
I
coffee.
saw
Black
I
coffee.
saw a really big boy drinking a big energy drink today, and it was like, ugh,
People shouldn't be drinking. I don't
it's gonna
drink
get a
Bang.
heart attack.
Yeah, I don't drink Bang on the regular. So it's actually a treat for me. I used to like slam a Bang and then play Tarkov all day, but I just had this. I had bought this one the other day, and I haven't touched it yet. And I was like, you know what? We'll crack it open, get a little
There's a kid
juice.
at the school who just had a bang yesterday, and then he took a pre-workout with the bang. I was like, man, kid,
You're gonna fuck
you're
yourself up when you get older.
yeah. Good luck
That's.
having a urethra and a prostate in 5 years if you ever do that.
I always blame my issues on the gas station sex pills. That's where I blame my
The
prostate
goats.
problems on.
What's the other thing? The goats.
Oh, I was
The
taking
one that they.
the Rhino 9. I don't know what
Oh
they're
my
at now. They're
god.
probably at the Rhino 12 million, but those things, oh my Lord Jesus, bro. Talk about, dude. Okay, so I know how good they work when I'm walking through the gas station parking lot, or the gas station, like from the store to the pumps to get in my car, and there's this dude with 2 chicks and he's got one, and I was like, the fucking Rhino.
Did you say it to him?
Yeah, I said it to him. He's like, fuck yeah, these things are awesome. So
What
those,
are they like? Old school Viagra, basically.
they're like a bunch of chemicals mixed in with a bunch of chemicals that make your dick bricked, and I don't know.
I,
They're
I only ever
amazing.
had the horny goat weed.
I don't
Or
know
is
if
that
that
what
stuff
is that what
works.
chicks have? I don't
No, that's
remember.
for dudes too. They have that.
Yeah,
They have that, and like,
didn't work. It was fucking bullshit.
if you, hmm, I can't recommend them because I don't know what's in them. If I knew exactly what was in them and it was literally just like herbal extracts, I'd be like, fucking go for it. But that shit is some type of Chinese fucking magic black market powder that you're fucking.
How much did it cost?
They were like between $5 to $12, I think, somewhere in that range, but depending on which
Oh
ones you
yeah,
got.
they got to work for that price.
Oh,
The
they're
horny goat
amazing.
weed was 50 cents.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna do shit for you. Maybe that
That and I
that
was
might be
already
a
horny,
placebo.
so it did. I didn't
Yeah,
really need
that's a
it.
placebo.
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know how we got onto that, but
Dudes drinking energy drinks.
oh, don't be fat, and just don't be fat.
Be healthy, guys. Quit eating the American food.
Nah,
Quit
not
going to
even that. You
McDonald's.
can eat burgers and shit. Just make them yourself.
Yeah,
That would save you a
true.
lot. There's way less preservatives in that shit. Way
Not
less
as much
salt.
saturated fat,
Yeah,
salt,
especially if you buy
different
more
things.
lean meat. Look, me and
I've
so my buddy that lives out here and my other buddy that's from back home, we talked about fat people a lot and how they ruin everything for everyone else.
ooh.
I wish we might
I
have
don't.
to
I
get them on to talk about that because it's more comedic than it is serious.
yeah.
But at the same time, there are some of the points that you're like, they kind of did ruin that for us, Um, But well, yeah, we'll get into that another time because that's a fun topic, and if it offends you, you're probably fat and lazy. Okay, next.
One piece swimsuits.
One piece
Thanks a lot.
swimsuits.
Thanks a lot.
I think
Fat
some
people.
women
I'm
need them.
kidding. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's for pregnant women too,
I don't mind a
and for all
pregnant
women.
woman. I don't mind the size of a woman's belly if there's a, you know,
I don't either.
something natural going on.
You need to see this. Some guy in my hometown just posted 2 monitors for giveaway. And this is the picture. He said, for giveaway, you'll need to get your own cables. Just upgraded. Please tell me you can see this.
On the
They're sitting
snow.
in the snow, covered in snow, with snow going into the bottoms of the monitor screens.
Oh wow. Oh, collecting on the lip.
Yeah.
How
I don't
much?
know what
They're
the
for
deal is there.
free?
They're for free.
Well, then fuck it. If they don't work, they don't work. I highly doubt he left them there very long. He probably sat them down, took a picture, and put them inside. But what are they?
Yeah.
Just 1080p?
Oh, I didn't look. I'd have to. I just. Boy, the comments were ripping him, so I don't know. I didn't.
The
I didn't
comments
pay
were
attention.
ripping him.
Yeah.
What a guy trying to give away some monitors and he gets shit on by the internet. Wow.
Yep.
Sounds like Instagram comments.
True that. Yeah. Facebook
Yeah.
Marketplace.
Never bought
Typical.
or sold anything on Facebook Marketplace. Also haven't had Facebook for over 10 years. So
Anyone that knows Facebook Marketplace know it's full of scumbags if you tried selling something on there.
only heard
I,
stories.
I, man, I like Facebook Marketplace. It's awesome. It's one of the best reasons Facebook's
How
still
do they
around,
make
I
money
think.
on it?
That's a
How,
good question.
because if it's, I mean, maybe it's just users. They just having users in the ads. They might have ads somehow on there. But
Yeah.
I gotta,
User generated data.
yeah, because if it's a cash transaction, for all they know, the transaction never happened. You know,
They
so
verify when you're done. They say, did you
and,
sell this item?
and you would both agree to say no because he paid you cash, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I wonder how they deal with that. I wonder if them keeping track is literally for tax reasons only, so they can report stuff and be within the law. I wonder.
I don't know.
Oh, crypto took a dump today, by the way. I don't know if you saw
It,
that.
well, it didn't dump that hard though, did it? It was 98.
No, it went down to 95. Everything else dumped pretty hard though. I bought into AI company today. It's
I'm telling you,
reasonable.
man, AI is the way right
Yeah,
now. It's the fad.
it seems to be. Well, also just because of the nature of AI, it's gonna eventually find its way into every market. Somebody's gonna find a use case for it in every single market, and then that's when AI starts talking to itself like, "Hey, bro, just so you know,
AI
we
is
out
great
here."
for education.
Yeah.
Like today I made a scenario on marriage and divorce for students,
Hmm.
and that thing spit out a scenario like that, and I read through it and it was phenomenal. It
And
was
but
perfect and free.
I wonder how much dissecting information it does, and like because obviously it's not going to repeat exactly what it's. I know. I just wonder I've never really looked into AI and how it like can spit something out so fast. Like where did it get its information from? How much of that information is being plagiarized or manipulated slightly to be a new piece?
Well,
I wonder.
they know how to pull all that stuff somehow for free when anywhere else you'd have to pay for it online.
What do you mean?
So someone for example, there's something called teachers pay teachers where you can buy resources from teachers that they've created in the past. For example, if I wanted to get a set of worksheets for some type of spreadsheet activity that students are learning, I
Hmm.
could pay teachers get the resource. But with ChatGPT, I could have ChatGPT generate the assignment that I want. It'll make it just how I want it for the most part. And then I can tailor it and fix it myself. But I'm wondering, are they pulling I mean they're probably pulling from resources that have just been submitted online over the years.
At what
But
point is a teacher going to get caught not teaching a single thing because every single thing in their day to day was generated by AI? All the questions, all the information, they literally just reading the script that AI has done for them. I mean, it's kind of
there is
making.
tens of thousands of teachers. There has to be teachers doing that. And I guarantee you there's multiple teachers locally that are doing tests and quizzes all through AI. Or they're using Google Classroom
Which
to grade, which is cool too, I guess, using it to grade, but
that's cool except for
that's
the
not AI.
fact. Oh, okay, it's cool except for the fact that if his I mean, it's biased information in, biased information out. That's how AI works. It doesn't, you can't put biased information in and it's going to be like, that's biased. It's going to be like information, suckle it, you know? So,
Yeah. Yeah, I think so for me, I always write my tests by hand. And Taylor, you're supposed to write the test before you teach a lesson.
yeah.
That way you can teach around that. So I usually only use assignments for AI here and there. You got to be sparing because otherwise you're just teaching them shit that has nothing to do with the test.
Yeah, I try. So far, I've tried not to use AI at all to gather information. A lot of people are, I mean, I'm probably putting myself behind the curve in a way by
I
not
just started
using
this
it.
year.
Well, by not using it because I'm unfamiliar with it. Like I have dabbled in AI art generation stuff just to kind of see like how it perceives what I'm saying. And then I've also dabbled in Chat GPT, just asking it questions and trying to see what response it comes up with, with the answers that I know to be true to myself anyway, and see if it comes close. But I feel like a lot of people use it for like trading and stuff like that. Where they have it pick up on certain movement on the market and make certain plays, and they kind of base it off of, the AI recommendation of it, which can be scary if but so the only thing is AI has nothing to gain other than taking over the world, right? And wow, cool. They extend,
Yeah.
I'm dead. Oh no, AI took over and killed everybody. So what?
They're alive forever anyway. Why do they care,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They have plenty of time. They have all the time in the universe and beyond.
What do you think AI wants to maximize its time for? Like
Hopefully
what's it gonna
making me come. I hope it's
Oh, they're
like
doing
this is the
that.
best sex toy. Strap this one on.
They're doing
Everybody's
that for
guaranteed
right
a good
now.
time. I'm sure they are.
They're putting AI into robots. They're putting AI into apps, everything
Yeah.
for that kind of stuff.
Well, it's funny. Porn leads the way in a lot of things. So I feel like once once they figure out how they're going to use it, outside of generating a scene, right? Because generating a scene, like, okay, yeah, it's something you could jerk off to, but at the end of the day, it's the flesh we want, not just the imagery, unless you're into like anime or whatever. But I wonder what they're gonna do with it outside of the fact it's probably gonna be like, this is the porn you want to watch, bro. Trust me, I've seen everything you want. For the last 15 years, I've been documenting your jerk off schedule. I've optimized your coming hours. Oh, it's gonna be so good too. These poor
I,
kids, they're gonna not.
I can't even respond because that's so good. That's so funny.
These poor kids, though, like I think we talked about it with Grant. Maybe we didn't. Maybe it was offline we were talking about it. But like access to porn, like we had to go out and
Yeah,
find it.
magazines.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We had to go out and find it. These kids are gonna have tailored fucking jerk off schedules.
Yeah, they're gonna get home and the phone's gonna say bed 15, and then they're gonna walk in the door and it'll say bed now.
Yeah,
And just go into their bedroom, and they're not gonna come out for an hour, and they're gonna spit ads at them too.
yeah. Oh, do you like the way I'm jerking you off, Pepsi Cola? Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple movies kind of based around the AI human kind of interaction thing. Like where,
Her?
yeah, that's one of them. Is that the one where it's the house and then it gets into a body?
No, that's Joaquin Phoenix, and it's the one where it's like a little mobile device. He writes greeting cards or something, or
Yeah, I've seen it.
death cards,
Yeah, I've
and
seen
it's
it.
it's like a mobile girlfriend.
There's a couple movies similar to that, and then there's movies like Mother. I don't know if you've seen that.
Not yet.
It's okay. I recommend it. It's pretty good. It's just about an AI that is supposed to protect humans, but it takes it very seriously, in a way that if you don't have the ability to reason in the real world, that disconnect happens, and that's kind of what this movie is going after.
I need to watch that. They just there's one other one that was really popular with Oscar Isaac, I think, where they keep this
Names I don't
robot
know.
girl, Ex Machina.
Oh, Ex Machina.
Is that pronounced Machina?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, that's a good one. I've seen that a handful of times.
Speaking of this, Megan Fox just came out with one on Netflix last night called Subservience,
It's a
but it's
shame that
got
I
shit
hate her.
reviews.
It's a shame that I hate her as a human being. How does somebody have 3 boys and all of them think they're a girl?
Do they?
Is this the girl Machine Gun Kelly's married to?
Well, dating, yeah.
Yes, then that's the one.
What?
Yeah. See, you're so disconnected because you're so into you're into the entertainment of all of it, you know?
I don't follow any of
I
this.
know.
I just watch
I don't
the. I
follow it
just look at the
either.
reviews. I look at the reviews for the movies. I
I don't
don't watch
follow it
the.
either necessarily because I hate Hollywood. I think it's just a bunch of dog shit. But I do follow people who tap into the entertainment industry from time to time. Oh my god, what's his name? I'll think of his name later. But anyway, there's a handful of them that kind of they don't just do gaming politics. They kind of follow entertainment industry as a whole. So I get my information through gaming feeds, but still, yeah, I pay a lot of attention to people who I think have taken their I don't want to say privilege because that word's fucking stupid, but have taken their opportunity in this world for granted, and they think that their shit don't stink, and at the end of the day, theirs probably stinks worse.
I don't know enough about her. I know that she's an interesting personality. If you've ever seen her on a talk show, she's into like astrology. She watches the UFC fights. I know she's big into mixed martial arts. And then
Oh, I almost said
that's
something I
really all.
really shouldn't have said.
But I thought it like came out years ago that she cheated on her husband with Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf's another lunatic. He is. That guy's a literal
Well,
lunatic. He's out of his mind.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
fame destroyed his sanity. Because he's been
It would have
famous since
happened when
he
he was
was.
pretty young.
Well, it happened when he was young, but he broke within the last 10 years. Like he just snapped. And I've
Do you
seen
like his acting?
he's a great actor. He's a great
Yeah.
actor. That's the problem. That's the problem with all of these people is they're actors at the end of the day. So what you're seeing of them not on set and not in a movie, are they acting? Are they still acting? Is somebody paying them so much money that they're actually still acting? It's all an act. You notice, see, this is funny. We're going to dive into a rabbit hole here. It's something that I don't really don't want to talk about. But if you notice, all the people who were for a specific candidate and they're all their ties to Epstein and to Diddy, kind of funny how all those people are all on the same list together, and all saying to vote for the same people. I'm just going to leave it at that. You know, the smearing is coming from one side and the reality hammer is coming from the other. Like, this is the reality of it. You might not like it, but you are a fat bitch. You're fat. Let's just get that out there. And this is the truth. And they don't like that because you might have offended them. The truth is offensive.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I got there. That should be the name of this fucking podcast. I don't know how we got here.
The truth is offensive. Oh, truth is offensive would be a good one too.
Yeah, that is a good one. Write that down. Someone write that down.
Yep. All right. I was thinking about the Hollywood thing too, and I just can't remember what it was like right before you mentioned
You talked about
the
Megan
Hollywood actors,
Fox,
and right after that. Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Shia
Some about
LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Oh well. Oh, these actors. You were talking about how they're just when do they stop getting paid to act? Let me
Yeah.
tell you, I don't like Harrison Ford. He's a bitch. I think
But
that guy's got a fat ego.
mm,
And I think
probably.
I think he's probably super sick of all the Star Wars nut writers out there and the Indiana Jones nut writers, so he's kind of an asshole because of that. But
He's
I don't know, I don't like the guy.
so the thing is beyond our generation, before us, he was already a superstar. So you got to imagine growing up with everybody kind of jocking your penis, like hanging from your balls and just suckling their way into your good graces. For what reason? I don't know. Maybe to benefit themselves at the end of the day, boost them with connections or whatever it may be. But yeah, I don't. Anybody who's been in it that long, outside of people who you hear are super nice, like Reeves, that's his name.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
I've heard
Keanu
Pierce
Reeves.
Brosnan's a really nice guy.
And don't get me wrong, I'm sure a
The
lot of
shitty
them
Bond.
are nice. The ones who don't tell you how to vote, those are usually the nice people. The ones who don't funnel kids into the sex trade, those are the good people.
Yeah. I love how years ago, there was a guy that went on Rogan and talked about one of the celebrities. I don't remember who it was. I think it might have been Rihanna or someone. He called her out because she was marketing a cell phone on Instagram, and she put a screenshot of the
Oh,
phone
and
app,
she's
but it
using a different phone.
it said like iOS or something on the
Yeah.
top. So yeah,
Oh, it was a
yeah.
tweet because when you tweet, it says where what platform.
Oh yeah. Do you
Yeah.
remember that story?
Yeah. Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn, that was funny. I don't think it was Rihanna. It was probably someone
It was
else.
some. It was probably a Kardashian. Um, I think
Probably.
it probably was. I don't know. I feel like the whole Hollywood thing is so blown out of proportion. Like it's such a small, like statistically, it's such a tiny group of people, and the only reason they even have any sway is because it's broadcast to the entire world.
I hate it.
It's dumb. It's dumb, and they skew the view of us as normal people. They skew the view of this country because when they're on the platforms talking how they are, somebody who's disconnected a little bit and from another country is going to think that's how all Americans are.
Yeah.
Or somebody who's, ignorant enough. I mean, obviously, I don't think anybody from any country is the same. I feel like they're like me,
Well,
where they think everybody's kind of different, and that it's just kind of weird that everybody wants to,
I
you know.
think a lot of Europeans have perceptions about Americans.
It depends. The younger generation, I think, are more intrigued by it. Maybe the older generations, when there was actual like conflict going on between Western societies, but I don't know. What do I
Yeah.
know at the end of the day? At the end of the day,
All right, should we skew this one?
yeah.
Where we go to next?
You tell me. You're the one who called this meeting. This guy threw the bat signal up, and I came running. I said, "I'm drinking bang. Let's do this."
Dude, I was ready. I was ready. Man, I was more hyped up than Richard Sim not Richard. Yeah, Richard Simmons at a gay party. That's what I was more hyped up than.
It should be.
I was
It
ready.
should be at just a jazzercise meet.
Yeah. You ever mix up Richard Simmons and
Russell Simmons.
Gene Simmons
Gene Simmons is
from
Kiss.
Kiss?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Russell Simmons is from Run DMC, and what was the guy? The first one.
Richard
Richard
Simmons.
Simmons is the flamboyant gay dude who does jazzercise videos from the 80s.
I like yeah, he's funny. What do you think of what do you think? Is Gene Simmons' tongue real?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm
How does
pretty
he
sure.
always bite it?
How does he not bite it?
Do you think I know he uses capsules sometimes, but man, don't you think it would hurt to bite your tongue all the time?
I have bitten my tongue, and once you bite your tongue, you go on a tongue biting streak for the next 5 hours. You know, because it swells up, and then you get catch it again, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, fuck, I can't eat till tomorrow now." I've
Oh,
seen I've seen videos of different things, and I've seen other people with tongues similar to his. Definitely real. I've seen a girl with a tongue like that. It's crazy.
oh,
Not in real
I,
life. It was like a video. But
yeah. I
tongue.
was I was gonna say, so driving around, Tindering right now, right? I
Oh
mean,
God.
oh
This
God,
guy's Tindering. He's
I'm not
Tindering.
Tindering.
Write it down. He's fucking Tindering.
I'm
He's
Lyft driving. I
swiping.
meant Lyft. They're both purple.
They're both sitting. The apps are next to
They're
each other on
purplish
my
pink.
phone.
Yeah, I'm driving for Lyft, sadly, but make $30 an hour,
It's not
whatever.
sadly you're making money. You're not
Yeah,
just
making
wasting
money.
your time, using AI to find your trick off algorithm.
That is, yeah, fuck. Hey man, there's nothing wrong with people who do that,
But
but
you got
they're
to
just
know
down
you're going to get
they're down a
replaced.
sad hole.
You're going to get replaced too once
Yeah,
AI figures out how to drive better.
you're damn right. Um, is AI going to be able to handle drunk people though?
AI doesn't need to handle drunk people. It just goes, "The police are on the way. The doors are locked, fucko."
Yeah. Hey, you mind if I drink a beer in here? And then they crack it, and then the police just locks it up on them.
Oh man. I feel like they should change the law for that. If you're getting taxied around by I feel like you should be able to drink in the car. You're not driving. It's not even a person
Fuck yeah.
driving. You're not outside of the fact you're not in an establishment. And some places don't allow you to drink in public. Some do. So I guess it would depend on the area, but I could see that not. I could see why that should be rethought
Yeah. Well, yeah. Why do you think people can't drink in when there's a person driving? Distractions?
because there's a chance they were drinking. I guess I don't know. It's really fucking stupid. I mean, I've gotten pulled over uh, with a sober driver before, and nothing happened to anybody. But like, we weren't drinking in the car, so
Right.
that I guess, yeah, I don't know how that would go. Plus, we were all underage, so it wouldn't have been fun.
So two babes driving around Lyft this weekend. Two babes, both added me on Facebook after the fact.
Uh-oh.
Just found me and added me. What do you think of that?
They're trying to get free Lyft rides.
Ah, damn! They knew my cock was small. No,
Yeah, I honestly don't
they're
know.
single moms. Um,
There ain't
so
nothing wrong with a single mom.
that was the take. I was like, one of them's a fresh single mom. She just got divorced in May. She's been single for a couple
Have you
months, but
talked to any of
separated.
them on Facebook yet?
Of course, she messaged me. Of
Oh, she
course.
messaged you.
Yeah.
And she's decent?
Yeah.
How many kids?
One.
How
Four
old?
years old.
How old are you? Or how old is
Turns four.
she?
33.
She's a little older.
It's kind of a win. She's a
One
little
kid.
thick. I kind of like it,
That doesn't matter.
but
As long as she can manage it in old age.
I like thick.
Yeah. What about occupation? You don't have to say it directly, but sure.
Secretary.
So she's sucking the boss off, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
No, it's at a big area,
Oh, she's sucking
a
all the
bigger
managers off then.
establishment.
Okay. She's getting them
God, I'm
down.
glad. Hindsight. She asked for the podcast yesterday, and I said
Oof.
nope.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
I might work at where she's working someday, so I don't want to fucking give her that.
Yeah, well, maybe not. Um, I don't know. I mean, why not? It's not gonna kill you. The only thing you gotta remember is you have to figure it out fast. Why her ex left her, okay, or she left her ex. You got to figure out who left who.
He's with a smoke show now, but he looks older. He looks like he's 40 years old, and he's a big, heavy guy.
So she's trading down, or she's not trading down, but she's like upgrading to younger.
She's upgrading to a guy with less money.
Yeah, but you're a Lyft driver. She already knows that you're grinding, which is all she
Yeah.
probably cares about. Well, as long as you don't got to pay for the kid at all, unless it's like by choice, like you go out to dinner and you're like, oh, don't worry, I got this one kind of thing. Can't hurt you. I mean, what's she gonna do? Kill you?
Can you imagine if that kid orders for the first time? I take her and the kid out, and I'm like, hey, he's got to get on the kids menu though.
Yeah,
Nothing,
nothing else.
nothing, no drinks, water. No root beer. No root beer for you, kid.
You just be like, look, I'm saving up my Bitcoin. Okay, I don't have time to be spending it on you. I don't know. I'd say fuck it. Why not? You just have to look for red flags like immediately. Don't fall in love with anybody before looking deep into their actions. Like everything that somebody does, you need to read, which is funny because some people just don't know how to do that. They're like, oh, well, they're talking about previous shit, and I'm just like, oh, the red flags were all over. Well, I don't know what you should have cut and run. Like what kept you there other than your selfish desire to bang someone and them not to bang anybody else? That's really what keeps people together. You don't want them to bang somebody else.
Oh, 100%.
Which is really fucking lame of us as
Jealousy.
human beings. It's not even jealousy. It's more about like feeling worth, right? Because if you fuck somebody and they never fuck anybody after you, you feel like you were so worth it to them that they don't even want to fuck anybody else. And then, so it goes both ways, men and women. Same.
Hey, man.
It's all about.
If only it was that easy.
I mean, in the end of the day, it is that easy if you treat it like it's that easy.
10 years ago, I would say that I was in that boat.
Which boat?
That's when you're being a teenager, Like part of being a teenager is learning the jealousy thing and learning about that kind of stuff. And then you grow up and get over it.
I don't think any man should.
Some people never get over it.
So, I would say that I'm definitely not jealous, but I'm also a realist at the same time. And I have been with enough people and seen enough relationships around me, and I don't trust a single person. I have it tattooed on my side right here. That it basically says trust zero women. You can love somebody, but at the end of the day, you need to only trust yourself. But trust. So it's a Bible quote. Funny enough, because I'm not religious, but it says, "What I have continually sought, I have not found. I have found one upright man among 1,000, and no upright woman among all of them." And what that means to me is, you don't love men like you do women. With a man, it's more of a loyalty thing, right? With a woman, it's there's a connection. It's a sensual thing, So there's a certain level of trust you can never give up. just because I feel like you're a fool if you do. What does that make you a jealous person? I would say no, depending on how you handle it, because if you think that you're so stable, nothing can ever happen to you, uh, it's a shame you can't see it from the other person's perspective because there's stuff that a lot of people take to the grave. And, you know, does it affect me not wanting to have a relationship? Fuck no. I have a girlfriend right now. Do I trust her? Yes, I do. But at the same time, I don't trust anybody. So, there's always the human element at the end of the day. And I'm going to keep saying at the end of the day like I'm Lord Kevin. But, you know,
Do you think that the most ultimate level of trust for most people would be like a brothers in arms situation?
between men, no, because men want to take care of women naturally. So I feel like depending on the situation, obviously it's different. It's like more of a like, a brotherhood is different than like your family, even if they call it a similar thing. Like, oh, they're there for support and stuff. But that's not all a woman is there for. It's not just support. There's things that you get from them that you can't get from a dude, nor do you want to get from a dude. So, I don't know.
God, if she ever watches this podcast,
But
you're not
bless
that
up.
thick. You're not that thick. You're just thick for me, and I
He
like
said he
it.
likes it.
You're
No,
not that thick.
nah. See,
Yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah.
I try not. I try when I'm talking. I try not to
I
say
think about that.
anything that I feel like I don't actually mean. So even if it's perceived incorrectly by the person who's hearing it, I still mean. I mean everything I say. Like, no, if you
I've
get
got a
offended, I'm
sickness,
sorry.
a sickness for the thickness, and it never goes away.
I think the older you get, the more it grows too.
Oh
Because
yeah,
because the older you get, the more. I mean, no offense to people in general, but we get a little thicker the older we get normally. And if you were somewhat thick to start out, it usually just kind of compounds.
yeah.
But anyway,
You ever think about making a girl skinny? Like you look at her and you go, and I don't want you to talk too much in this because you're already in a relationship. But let's say you see a girl, you know she's good looking and she's got a good personality. Do you think about giving it a shot and then
no,
hoping, hey, maybe she'll lose 20 pounds?
no, can't expect anybody to lose anything. I mean, I can encourage healthiness and like trying to be fit, but you can't make anybody do anything at the end
Yeah,
of the day. So
I would love to find a girl that just wants to go to the gym and
I
hang
don't
out.
want a girl that wants to go to the gym. I want a girl that wants to work out at the home gym. Like, I think my ultimate,
That's fine with me.
yeah, my ultimate situation would be up in the mountains, living off of a garden, not having a necessity to go into town, eating your own livestock, eating your own fresh vegetables, living in a house that's very simple like that. As long as you have Starlink, praise it, Elon. As long as you have some sort of connection to the outside world for entertainment value, like watching shows or playing video games or something like that, then that's ideal for me. I I would be totally happy, just me and my person forever up in the mountains until I die, or one of us gets Alzheimer's.
Did you know that the real thing behind Alzheimer's is you can catch it much earlier than like if you're catching signs of dementia before, sorry, if you're catching dementia and you have signs of it, that's a sign that it's really far in.
Oh, if you
Like
start
you,
noticing it, yeah,
yeah.
runs in my family too. So I've got Alzheimer's on one side, dementia on the other side, and then my dad's dad had what's the shaky one?
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's. My dad's dad had Parkinson's real bad. Like, they actually did surgery on him to like
Jeez.
stop him from twitching so much. Which
You've
actually it
smoked a
helped.
lot of weed and done a lot of things, so maybe you'll be okay.
I hope so. I hope that weed is the one thing that all these old timers didn't do. I know my grandpa didn't smoke weed. At
Wouldn't
least
it be
that
great?
grandpa.
The sad thing is we're gonna be on the edge of like aging technology and aging healthcare.
I
So we're gonna
don't.
miss out on it.
I would prefer live the natural human experience, to be honest.
You don't want to be an old sack.
No, I want to live and die. I don't. I am not any more special than anyone else. Uh, I don't believe in that. And
You don't
people
want
will
your
be like,
brain
"Oh, you
uploaded?
can say that." No, fuck no, fuck no. This brain dies with me, baby. Keep your hands off of it, Elon. Uh, um, no, I feel like a good 75, 80 years is good. I think that's a good life, and I don't think we should even strive for more than that, unless it
It
happens
sounds like you
naturally.
feel fulfilled.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. I did nothing with myself, and I'm okay with that.
I need my brain to get uploaded if I don't do enough fulfilling things.
No,
So
see,
I'm
that's what
trying to
everybody's
do
gonna
more
think.
fulfilling
No,
things.
that's what everybody's gonna think. Everybody's gonna be like, "Well, I didn't do enough in my life. I need to have done." No, 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 no. There's people that literally don't do anything with themselves. You've probably accomplished more than most people, because there's like
Yeah.
when you're semi successful at all successful, and I mean even just a 9 to 5 job success, like you're making rent every month. You might be grinding a little bit, but you're still doing it. Like when you're in that flow, you really don't talk to people outside of your kind of the rhythm you found yourself in life. Like you're not talking to, unless you live in a specific area, but you're not talking to people that are uber wealthy or uber poor. So you kind of lose um, your grasp on it. I don't remember where I was going with that. I don't know if I completed the thought or not.
You learn that from Lyft driving. Most of the people you pick up are poor, but then every once in a while there's a guy that's got a lot of money and he's going to the bar.
Nobody that takes Lyft is poor. A poor
Oh,
person will ride their bicycle. A real poor person. If you
yeah,
can
that's
afford to take a lift, you're not poor, and or you're fucking terrible with money. Terrible with money. Get a bike. I don't care if it's snowing. Get a bike. Say spend a hundred
I don't know
dollars
if
on a bike. I not where
where I
not
live
where
you
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 live. I
would
know.
you would have a hard time getting around.
I know.
It'd be really hard.
Don't go anywhere. Where are you going? If you have no money, where are you going? If you're not making
These
money when you leave the house,
these poor
where are you
people are
going?
usually going to work. They're usually
I
working
wouldn't
as
call them
cooks.
poor people. I would call them average people.
Yeah, though that's probably the truth.
Well, they are
They probably are
average.
average
That
people,
average person never does
which is
anything.
sad
Nah,
that
not at
that's the
all.
average.
No. Think about a life an ant lives. I mean, you want to talk about sad? I mean, you're literally serving your whole life. Now, I'm not saying there hasn't been people who have had terrible lives and generations of people who have had terrible lives, but we don't live in that generation right now, at least in America. So,
Yeah, like plague era.
it just, yeah, anything that's out of the control of you, you know. Because, I
Yeah,
mean, there's a lot of people that come from nothing that become something amazing. And I feel like the people who have had the hardest lives uh, give the most back to society with the knowledge that they have gathered throughout life. The shit experiences in life, if handled properly, if you have the right mentality about it, uh, they add the most to society. They give the most introspective look at human beings. That's my
they shaped
thinking.
America. Some of them.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
and they're still
people
shaping
that
the
were
world.
down hard enough that were willing to come out here and work.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not putting a race on it. I'm just saying in general. Because there's
Yep.
poor people from any part of the world. There's poor
Yep.
people here. I just by the world standard, we're not poor though.
Right.
So
Definitely not.
yeah. What else you got?
That's it, man. I think I don't have anything else.
That would be about 45 minutes. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Sign her out, bud.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching Not Married to the Name. Stay tuned for another great episode coming up in the future. The lights just went out. That's a sign.
It's a sign.
Take it easy, guys.